I did leave one thing out. I'm going to add it in now. I don't know, it'll probably feel weird when I add it in. I'll probably just put it to the beginning and then I'll continue from there. I had an opportunity. I really do want to learn how to play the piano. I had an opportunity this going Sunday to learn how to play the piano. And let's close this up here. And I was dying of laughter. Have you ever received an indirect message, but like the message was so indirectly direct that you couldn't help to laugh? I'm not gonna be very direct, but let's just say that it was a video, and then there was a guy in the background doing whatever. Who knows what he was doing? And it was like, okay, should I pay attention to the offer for the piano, or should I be paying attention to the guy in the background who's just painting and as if like they're not recording the video? But I hope you kind of see the humor of what I'm trying to get at when I made my last video. I was like, the fan and everything and all the boom 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 in there is there for a reason, and so forth and so forth. So unfortunately I couldn't join them. If it was meant to be, by God grace, by Yah willing, another opportunity will show itself. I really did want to get hold of that book so that I can be able to start practicing some pianos stuff. But unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I had an appointment with my father. Now, usually before, I would have been like, I can resume my time with my father later and go ahead and learn that. But these are the little things, little decisions that we have to start making now to show that, you're picking your father over the world. So if anything, if that's what he wanted me to accomplish, there will be another opportunity. If not, all is well. So yeah, I just wanted to add that one in there. Plus that video was kind of hilarious. Guy was just in the background doing this nice painting on top of his ladder. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna put you in the beginning, then we'll get the other one at the end. Okay, welcome back. Welcome to my vanity. And welcome to my dynasty. My name is Focolin Nathaniel, hyphen Nima, Focolin Dio, Tilde Jr. Today, I'm very tired. Anyways, wherever we left off last time, we won't be doing that today. I'm extremely tired. Probably some rest will probably do me good. But I wanted to touch base on a few things. To whoever have an ear, let them hear. The message could probably be to me, or it could be to us. I seem to be running out of time, or we seem to be running out of time. We could wake up one cold Wednesday morning, evening, night, or a very cool Wednesday morning, evening, or night, or a very hot Wednesday, morning, evening, or night, wherever it may be, in a very present future, that there might be a significant change, an unexpected arrival, unexpected change. Well, if it's me, well, wherever I am found, I'm going to be accepted where I'm at. I'm trying to be as indirect as possible, because one of the things is there are a lot of things that I know. I try to be as subtle about it, only few areas, because I don't know if I'm saying a little too much or if I'm not saying enough. As far as I know, I did the best that I could to warn the heathens, so hopefully that they will turn their ways, hopefully do what is right, but instead they are consolidating their effort and moving forward either way. So their wrath is something that they challenge. They feel invisible. So with that being said, if you follow them, that's also your future as well. So I don't know if it's me. I need to discern more. If it's me that's running out of time, or if it's us, and how soon are changes or things going to happen. I bring your attention to this company called Nitera. I just recently came across this company, and before I even talk about this company, last year, I have the phone somewhere, but I just didn't prepare. I should have go to Google. Let's go to Google and okay. So last year going into this year, a lot of people miss a crucial thing, and maybe I didn't talk about it because I have my own thing going on. There's a lot of things that I wanted to say that I personally couldn't really address, or maybe I was supposed to address them, but never did. Um, Going into this year, it was very crucial that people pay attention to this. There was a lot of information on it. It was all of a sudden, it happened for two reasons. One, it happened for people who were trying to enforce, you know, certain crimes, couldn't because the other individual have um, documented proof of ownership, even though they were not the owners of the estate or the name or the thing or whatever it may be. So it created a headbutting situation, like two rams boop 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 headbutting each other. So they gave you a way out. This was a public information for everybody who own beneficial title documents to file making claim to their public documents, pretty much. Some people didn't understood how to file it. Anyways, I just wanted to bring your attention back to this. I'm not going to go deep into it anyway. Let's go back to Nitera. Oh, Nitera's right here. So Nitera, as working in the healthcare field, I'm pretty sure it's been out for a little while, but we just recently had a test drive. We don't have the whole setup yet, but however, we're going to read a little bit about what Nitera is. Okay? And I will mention something that I mentioned back before, something called the scanner. Sound like some kind of sci-fi movie geek kind of a thing. Maybe it is a movie, I'm telling you. Maybe not. Who knows? All right? So, let's continue. So, Nitera says, Nitera FDA Clear solution has the ability to monitor vital signs, okay, and behavior parameters. Now, it's very important that we pay attention to this right here. Behavior parameters. So that means if you're sad, if you're happy, if you're mad, it's able to monitor behavior parameters. So what does that mean? So that means that there's a lot of things happening and it's happening very, very fast. So what happens is that now I'm gonna leave the scanner out of it for now, and I'm just gonna focus on what this company. And by the way, this company is called. It's actually a Facially company. Um, and the goal here is to make us, the clinical staff, the burden, make the burden easier on us to be able to take care of patients. We're going to look at it from the good side. But the key we need to take out of this is not just monitoring vital signs, but the most important aspect of this is behavior parameters. Right now, the elderly are the guinea pig right now of the situation, because I believe this is going to be a global thing. This is going to impact the world as we are now being pushed into these so-called agendas to a global governance. If you understood how the scanner works, I will talk briefly about the scanner, what the scanner is. Scanner, now you can say I made this up, but it felt to me that I visualized this scanner. It was vision to me. It is a satellite that's able to scan the entire Earth. Sound like a sci-fi movie, right? And with this scanner, what it does is that it breaks each section of the equator, or if you look at the Earth horizontally, vertically, however you look at it, it's able to break it down on a grid, and it's able to determine. Have you seen the movie Minority Report? Anyway, let's keep going forward. It's able to detect on a specific area of the grid your health, everything about you. But not only that it's able to do that, it's also able to terminate you if it found you danger to society. So it could fit in perfectly with what we call climate agenda. If you are detrimental, if your health is detrimental to the climate, you could be clapped. Clap, clap. You're going to clap back. So yeah. So that's briefly what the scanner is. It monitors each and every one. It monitors you and study your behavior patterns. Know what you're about to do before you do it. Minority Report. It's able to determine if you're going to commit a crime or violate policy or procedures and intervene before you do it. Minority Report. So if you woke up in the morning and, the scanner detect that by 5 p.m. you might, go and burn some trees, and, what if it didn't happen yet? It detected it, and the Minority Reports can come in, arrest you, or the scanner can terminate you on site and kind of get rid of you. Dominant control. Anyway, so this company, I'd like to give you a little bit of movies so that you can find this to be like an amusing thing. But so behavior perimeters. Using a contactless, I'm going to show you a picture of it, but using a contactless sensor. The platform provides an interactive gateway for patient monitoring to assist in optimized care. So I think we should discover how Natera is being used, and that'll probably be a good thing. So this is not the one that we actually have. I'm gonna go here, go here again, and do Natera technology, and I'm gonna go to images. So this is the one right here. This is how it looks like. Okay, and it's pointed directly on the patient or the resident or the client. However, depending on the environment you're in, if you're in a hospital setting, you'll be a patient. If you're in a nursing home setting, you'll be a resident. If you're a home health aide, you're a client. So there's different range of what you can kind of expect. So with that being said, this device monitors your vitals contactlessly, so we don't have to come and put a blood pressure cuff on you and put an O2 sat on you and be able to get your vitals that way. This thing just automatically, high advanced, does that. Well, That's not amazing. But not only that, it works very well for psychologists, because it study behavior parameters as well. Behavior is anything from any emotion that you exhibit is a behavior, right? So if you're happy, that's a behavior. If you're sad, that's a behavior. If so I'm just saying, like I said, I don't know if it's me that's running out of time because there's some things I'm supposed to do, or if it's just us that's running out of time. But yeah, I just want to show you the picture of what this gizmo looks like. So it was going to show us a video, right? Where's the video that's going to show us? So let's try to see if we can play this video. Actually, I don't know if YouTube would flag this video if I play it. I think I'm gonna copy link and I am gonna put it in the description box, so that it doesn't flag this video. So I won't play it, sorry, but I will try to put it there. So that's it with that. I'm not gonna talk plenty about that. I am tired. But there's one more thing I need. I need a favor. Favor. Let's go here. What do I need? That's not what we need. Okay. Need favor. That's what I need. So as you already know that for me, I'm disengaging. Now I said that after I leave, there isn't going to be any other, right? Be sent. However, Yah can use whoever he wants to do whatever he wants, right? So what we're going to have to do is work together to prepare and make things easier for the next, since I'm disengaging and I'm like throwing the white flag, right? So what is it that I need? I need someone to invent an application, okay? An application that does a specific thing. This application must be able to open all documents, whatever it's Word document, PDF document, ODT documents, any document with text or wording in it can be able to open the document and determine and be able to rule out boxing, meaning that if a certain text was placed within a line in the boxing area, to be able to note that, because pretty much what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a quantum syntax and algorithm platform, because now everything is going digital, right? A lot of things everything is pretty much happening digital. So if you want to sign, you're going to buy a house. Most time, very few. I think maybe it's only the I had to figure what specific papers, but most of your signature are electronics these days. It's just very few documents that's actually signed on paper. But with that being said, to give the next individual an opportunity to be able to keep the check and the balances, we need to create this application. What the application does, so I'm just going to write something string. Okay. Okay. So we open the document. This is what this software is going to do. The software is going to, for each word, whether this is a correct sentence or not, whatever need common, I'll put that in later just to kind of give you an overview. So let's just say this is a whole page document, right? And when you open this application, what this application automatically does is it puts a box. Let's go here. I want to make it as simple as possible. So Okay. Okay. So let's just say it doesn't have to be the shape. It can be a square box. The point I'm trying to make here is that every word on this line should be associated with a box for syntaxing purpose only. And this box gonna go all the way on each word, right? If there's a period next to the word, that is a break in the continuation of the evidence, and that means that then it goes from the next one. But if there was a dot 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 like that, this whole thing here gets a box for syntaxing, because this is not a breaking or continuation of evidence, because that could definitely mean something. So this us with a dot 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 would be syntax as one word. If it had a dot dot, like for example, if it had a period and then it had a space, then it had a dot dot dot, comma comma comma. So then this entire comma will have its own box associated with it. Now, I would like to explain it more in depth without you actually sitting here, but you need to invent this whoever you are, or you for the future reference. Because what is coming, there's no avoiding it. It's going to happen. It's going to take place. It's going to be what it is. And I don't envy the next person, but with this task, there's certain route that you may take, and it's not about doing it. It's not about I tried. This is a path that it must be done specifically exact, or else it's like comparing yourself, right? When you were a sinner, and you were sinning, this task, if you don't fulfill it, is worse than when you were sinning and being before you were called. So that means that you have to fulfill it in its entirety. There's a huge aspect to consider when you step into, because everybody believes that they can do this, they can do that. So I'm gonna disengage myself, get some relaxation, feel the world for a little bit before chaotic events start to take place. Now, keep in mind, 2030 is not far away. There are timelines to life. There's prophecy to be fulfilled. I'm trying to be as indirect as possible, but the goal here is this software needs to be completed so that it can accommodate with the digital world, because printing 500 pages. So let's just say, for example, right? You want to syntax. What's this? Let's see. Okay, let's say you want to syntax this, right? This is perfect. We just open this PDF format and into this application, of course. This application, you see how this line is connected to the credits, and the credit is connected to the resource. This whole thing will be considered to be a one word, and it will be associated with one box. With this, how you see this is going to be 1, 2, 3 boxes, and this will be considered boxing because it is in a parentheses, right? But if it was an open parenthesis and there was no closed parenthesis, it will be associated with one word because they're all joined together, and that will be another box as well. So this would be 4 boxes on top of each word. This would be 3 boxes on top of each word. This would be 1, 2, 3, and this here will be 4 combined together because the hyphen and is combined together. Then this will be 5 with the number. That's right there is a break in the continuation of the evidence because there's a period. So this will become a whole new sentence. So this will become a box, and then there's a break in the continuation of evidence, and then there is a box on top of here. So pretty much fine tuning. I can't really explain everything in detail right now because the algorithm will have to be very specific in a very genuine syntax and algorithm. And what needs to be implemented these days is in order for you to syntax a document or operate with quantum grammar, you need to pass at a 50% minimum for your document to be considered approval because we know yeah, people any good thing that comes people abuse it. So when a purpose of something is unknown, of course abuse is inevitable, right? So that's what's been happening. We've been giving the global governance dominance to deny and wither away facts and truth. Okay, so I wish I could talk about that more, but I feel like when the spirit reviews this to the individual, they will just know exactly what they need to do. It will lead them to put the syntaxing algorithm in there that will be accommodating. Like for example, right? We have this. I think there's a glossary here. It doesn't have the one I'm talking. Maybe it's actually this one here. Um, uh, okay, now you see how this is. Let's open. Let's bring this closer to. Oh, it's down here. We can close this. We can move this over. Give us more room. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, bring it right in. Okay. Now you see how there's a space right here, and then there's a dot 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 dot. And if you look closely here, this will be connected to the 22. So from this very dot 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 all the way to the 22 will be associated with one box. And so there's 8 with a question mark is a break in the continuation of evidence because it's asking a question and then they're expecting an answer. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're breaking the continuation of the evidence and then another box here. So like you gotta understand that once there is a space, this and then there is no space here, it's gonna be considered one word altogether. But if it was connected to here and connected to here, it'll be from the help all the way to the number will be considered one word. But if it was, let me try to see if I can get an example what is connected there and not connected everywhere. I think they made some edits to some of this, so there isn't any that's connected to. Okay, we'll go ahead and here. So, okay, that's just a few things I wanted to touch base on. So keep in mind, it could be a very falling Wednesday. It could be a very cold Wednesday. It could be a very smooth Wednesday. Very, very smooth Wednesday. Or it could be a hot Wednesday. It could be right around the corner Wednesday. No one knows. If it's me, wherever I'm met, I will accept my fate. Not that I want it, but I will accept my fate. But if it's us as a whole, we really need to get ourselves together, get our acts together, because we are running out of time. I just want to touch base on these few things. I hope it gives you an insight to look and open your medulla a little bit, just to kind of consider what I was saying. So, recapping, we talked about Natira. Somebody cares about me. Well, that person is going to have to wait. Let me just finish this. We talk about Natira, a company that's part of the Fixurely industry. Is a Fixurely company that's a contactless monitoring of vitals and behavior patterns. Trying to put this on vibrate. So, and behavioral patterns and we touched base about a scanner. If you kind of remember the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise, where the precog could predict the future of future crimes, and they could prevent crimes, you know. And there was a guy who orchestrated a crime and held, the guy responsible for it by implanting. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is, it's going to be studying people's behavior pattern, and the scanner is a satellite that has a very broad power, meaning that it can scan the entire Earth and be able to put it on a grid. And on each grid, each individual on that grid could be detect and determine your health value, your wealth value, your every kind of value. And not only does that, but could also terminate you at will. When your behavior seems to be not in line with the bottom line elites, because they're not the elites, they're like, for me, I try to make them understand that what they're doing is foolish. All they're gonna do is they are gonna enjoy. They're gonna kill some people, but when their time comes, man, pooping on themselves is not even gonna be a question. It's gonna be brutal. It is going to be brutal. So we're gonna end here. We touched about that, and the last thing we talk about is a syntaxing algorithm application that can open Word document, ODT document, PDF document, any kind of document with wording or text in it to be so that we can syntax, digitally. So yeah, you get the idea. I couldn't say digitally. Yeah. So, and one of the things you have to realize about the syntaxing aspect is that it's going to be like Hebrew reading. So it's going to be syntaxing from left to right. Where's my Word document? So like for the sentence I wrote here, so if the boxes were all over here, when you click into the line here, it will automatically start you in the last box. So you have to look at this word and be like, oh, let's take this off. Let's just say the last box is over the us, right? Looking at this, you know that you can associate and affiliate with love, and you can affiliate with Father. It's tangible, it's relatable. We don't have to go to etymology to get a breakdown of a definition of these words. Some words are pretty self-explanatory that you can syntax them as tangible facts. You have a fact with them. You have a foundation with them. Other people can relate to them. When you talk to somebody about love, they know what love's it. They know what father are. Our could be anything. It's not really a true definition of anything. Our, I don't know. There's not really a true tangible fact to our, because it doesn't give you an explanation of what our is. But father, I know a father is someone who has a son. Love is something, an affection you show to someone. So we know that we can have a true affiliation with that. But our just means that a group of people, but it's not a true definition of facts. So knowing that this is a tangible, factual word, and the box is here, you know this is going to be a 3. So the only thing that can come after a 3 is a 4. It's a pronoun. A 3 is an adjective, and a 4 is a pronoun. So you're going to automatically know that this will be a 4. When you type 4, it's going to come over to this box, and you're going to type 3, and you know that father is tangible, so that's going to be a 3. And when it come over to this box, because you have no tangible fact with this word, it's going to be a 1, because nothing can proceed an adjective except for an adverb. So this will be an adverb, adjective, pronoun situation. And then this and it combines the sentence. So this will be a neutral with a 0. So when you go over, if you go over from the 0, then automatically you come here. You know that best. We can sort of relate to best. If you actually look in etymology, it gives you a definition that you can relate to. So best choices are both tangible word, but best I will have to really look it up more, because if you want to syntax accurately, you have to really understand what best is. My best, I give it my best, so You gotta understand. So if you were to syntax, that's a tangible fact. That would be a 3, and so the only thing that can come after a 3 is a 4, right? So then you will have to automatically put a 4. So it's gonna be syntaxing the Hebrewic form by going backwards instead of forward. You also have an option where you could choose to syntax going forward, but on default it's gonna be Hebrewic. It will be syntaxing going backwards. There is more to say about that, but that's what I want to say. I am tired, I'm sleepy, and we are not going to be doing anything on music today. I don't know where we stopped. We'll pick that up on another time. Just wanted to run my mouth real quick. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, as always, you have a blessed day. Peace.